A horrific humanitarian disaster is unfolding in Ukraine. What can we do? Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to better navigate these turbulent times. Vladimir Putin is a cold-blooded killer, and he's starting to murder and maim civilians on a colossal scale. He believes such barbarism is essential to conquering Ukraine. He's done it before. He is no stranger to war crimes. When Chechnya, for centuries an unwilling part of Russia, tried to break away in the 1990s and early 2000s, Moscow ultimately resorted to mass killings to crush the rebellion. Putin orchestrated the attacks on both rebels and civilians. The Chechen capital of Grozny was reduced to rubble. Countless thousands died. In 2003, the United Nations declared it was the most destroyed city on earth. Putin allegedly was behind the bombings of Russian apartment buildings that killed hundreds of people, which he then blamed on Chechen terrorists as a pretext to wage an all-out brutal war against Chechen separatists. In 2015, Putin gimmed up a separatist war in eastern Ukraine that has taken 15,000 lives before he invaded the whole country. Other atrocities have been laid at his feet. Now, he is unleashing a Grozny-like wave of attacks in Ukraine. He's reportedly ready to use so-called vacuum bombs, a ghastly weapon that vaporizes its victims, and cluster bombs. Both are banned by international law, but Putin couldn't care less. Unlike Chechnya, Putin won't be able to hide his war crimes, and a horrified international opinion will demand action. Here are possible responses, none without risk. One is to take a page from World War I, when in the early days Germany crushed Belgium and occupied northern France, and Berlin said it couldn't afford to feed the local population. A commission for Belgian relief was set up to bring food on neutral ships to keep 11 million people from starving to death. Amazingly, public opinion pressured both Germany and the Allies to let the commission operate. Countries like Switzerland today should set up such a commission. Putin will object, and that objection will set the stage for taking a page from Abraham Lincoln. Before hostilities, rebels besieged Fort Sumter in the port of Charleston and demanded that it be turned over to them. Lincoln ordered relief ships to Sumter, but only with food and medicine, making the point that this was not a hostile act. Nonetheless, the Confederates attacked the fort before the relief arrived. The Civil War was on, and the South was seen as the aggressor. Charitable agencies today should commission aircraft that could parachute food and medicine into Ukraine's besieged cities. No arms or ammunition. The aircraft should take off, and if Putin tries to stop them, he'll give the civilized world the pretext for outside military intervention. And with that, one way or the other, horrified Russians will put an end to the reign of Vladimir Putin. I'm Steve Forbes. Thanks for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions. I look forward to being with you soon again.